Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Science Tarot, and welcome back to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what type of beauty do people associate you with. So we have three piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the crystal black tourmaline. For pile number 2, we have golden cat's eye. And for pile number 3, we have flower agate. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to. You're more than welcome to pause the video if you need more time. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this black tourmaline crystal and the Eight of Swords reversed, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what type of beauty do people associate you with. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I'm going to use a mix of the tarot with my clairvoyance and psychic abilities to see what type of beauty you kind of are associated with. So firstly, what I'm seeing with the Eight of Swords reversed is people may assume that you kind of don't see what they see in you. So I'm seeing, an example of that song that is like, you don't know you're beautiful. So there's this feeling of maybe you don't see what other people see. People kind of think that even if you do see it, people kind of think that you don't. People kind of think that you come across as like very humble, like in the way that you sort of interact with people, but they find you very, very beautiful in a way where it's like, how is this person so humble? Like, don't they see their own beauty? That's kind of what's coming through. So we have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Wands reversed. So people associate you with a rich or bougie luxury type of beauty with the King of Pentacles reversed and Ten of Pentacles. And they kind of wonder, with the way you look, maybe the clothes you wear look very luxurious, or the jewelry you wear looks very luxurious in some way. So they wonder, do you actually have the funds to kind of like maintain that whole sort of look or vibe you have going on? You definitely also have king or queen type of beauty, if that makes sense. Like, you carry yourself like a king or a queen, like royalty. There's so much class and sort of elegance within this pile, if that makes sense. So people associate you with an elegant, classy type of beauty. Maybe even classic type of beauty. You have the type of beauty that people associate you with where it's like you could look like the one that got away. You could look like you're very hard to get over, if that makes sense. I'm also seeing something about people associating you with the type of beauty that surrounds like fitness and movement, activeness, if that makes sense. Like maybe some of you have like a fit looking body, or a sort of body that looks athletic in some way, or maybe some of you look like you work out a lot, or you just take care of your body a lot. I'm also seeing more slimmer people in this pile, if that makes sense. And even if you don't resonate with that, then people could still see you being like a model or something, because I'm seeing something about a cover of a magazine in my mind's eye. So maybe people see you to have like a model type beauty, if that makes sense. Regardless of like weight and size, that's just what I see. And regardless of height, people could just see you having like a model-like beauty. People could kind of associate you with those people that are always taking pictures of themselves in the gym, or, that kind of energy is coming through. People also associate you with the type of beauty that is almost like admirable from afar, where people think you have a lot of secret admirers. People think that you have a lot of people crushing on you. People also think people romanticize you in a way of like romanticizing your beauty and romanticizing who you are. People think that a lot of people want to be with you romantically because of the type of beauty you possess. People also associate you with the type of beauty that gives almost the vibe of pretty privilege, but you would use it differently. You would use it to excel in your career or to move forward, to move up the ladder to success. So I don't mean that in a negative way, but let's say um people are looking at you and they think, oh, this person's very beautiful. If they went to an interview for a job, maybe they have more of a chance to actually get that job because of their beauty. But you also have the type of beauty that looks like you have intelligence as well. So, because I'm seeing, what's her name again? That lady from Legally Blonde. I'm seeing her in my mind's eye. So maybe people could think you have that type of beauty that you look smart but also beautiful at the same time, and you kind of look put together, if that makes sense. You look like you have your life together. So that's the type of beauty people associate with you with, based on like the way you look and the type of vibe your look gives off. You also have the type of beauty where people associate you with a type of person that would maybe have many people like you at once, where you'd kind of have to pick and choose who you want to be with. People also associate you with a type of beauty where you seem a little bit more quiet or shy in nature, or you seem to kind of just keep to yourself and mind your own business and focus on you. Like, you don't really seem like the type of person that's the loudest in the room or the most gossipy or judgmental in the room, if that makes sense. Like, you're kind of just keeping to yourself, regardless of if that's your personality or not. That's kind of like how people classify you based on your beauty. Like, you seem like the type of person that would be the last to be in drama, the last to point fingers at people, or just cause a mess. I'm also seeing something about a unique beauty, the type of beauty that people would want to see during Christmas. Because okay, this is not just because this video is being released during Christmas time or after Christmas time. I'm not sure when, because it's pre-recorded. But anyways, I'm seeing like what are those glass things that people use for Christmas? Like those glass ornaments with like a Santa Claus within it, and then there's like snow falling. I don't know what those things are called, but I'm seeing it. So maybe you have like a winter type of beauty, if that makes sense. Like, you'd look very beautiful in like coats, stuff like that. That's what I see. You have the type of beauty where people associate you to be kind of like that girl or that boy. Like, you seem to have your life together. You seem to be the type of person that wakes up early and gets things done, gets things checked off your to-do list. That's what I see clairvoyantly, because I see alarm ringing early and like you waking up earlier than everybody else to get work done. And you seem like somebody that would be very successful in your career. You also seem to be somebody that would get a lot of jealousy or envy from others based off the way you look. So that's how people kind of classify you. And maybe people think there's a lot of people always trying to dim your light or put you down because of jealousy. I also see a spicy like chili. So people think you also have like a sexy, spicy side to you based off the way you look. You also have the type of beauty that sort of reminds me of fairy tales, because I'm seeing fairy tale princesses in my mind where where they have like a love for animals and things like that. So I'm seeing that, like a gentle fairy tale beautiful type of beauty, if that makes sense. So this is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this golden cat's eye heart and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what type of beauty do people associate you with. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the rest of your cards, and I'm also going to be using some clairvoyance and psychic abilities to look into the beauty people associate you with. So one thing I am seeing in my mind's eye, as soon as I got to your pile, I saw Barbie and Ken, or I saw and I saw Bratz dolls. So some of you could have like a doll-like type of beauty, where your beauty almost looks perfect in a way, like doll-like in a way. Maybe some of you literally look like dolls, or people have told you literally look like a doll, or like a Barbie, or a Bratz doll. Okay, so you have the Magician showing up next. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Five of Pentacles, and you have the Justice card. So I said you see by accident, so maybe there's something about your eyes that are very beautiful, and maybe some of you are intuitive in some way and you have like a spiritual type of beauty, like hippie type of beauty, if that makes sense. But I'm also seeing something that I want to talk about, but I'm not sure who this character is exactly. I'm seeing a character in my mind's eye. It's from Total Drama Island, but I just want to get the exact name of the character. I was seeing Heather and Lindsay. So maybe some of you could have a cartoon-like beauty where people could kind of associate you with a cartoon character that is pretty to them. So for example, the other day, I was asking my boyfriend, like, which cartoon character do I look like? And I told him he kind of looks like Danny Phantom. And it's reminding me of that. So maybe some of you have like a cartoon character people kind of associate you with that you look like, and you remind them of. Or maybe some of you have like a very animated kind of face, or very like big cartoon-like eyes, if that makes sense, and people associate you with like a cartoon-like beauty or a doll-like beauty. I'm also seeing candles in my mind's eye, so people, but like red candles, so people could associate you with like a witchy type of beauty, because it's reminding me of like witchiness. Like the way I'm seeing it is like candles all around a person, like in a circle, so it reminds me of witchiness. And it also reminds me of sexiness and like lust, because red is a color of like lust and sexiness to me when we're talking about beauty. So yeah, you could have a lot of people desiring you in those ways, and people associate you with sexiness, like a sexy, hot type of beauty. I'm also seeing Megan Fox in my mind when she was like in that movie where all the guys liked her. What was that movie again? Was it Transformers? Yeah, I'm seeing that where she's like washing the car or something. Was she washing the car? She's on the car or something like that in like a sexy pose, or washing the car. I don't remember, but I'm seeing it like that in my mind's eye. A lot of you could also look very beautiful in traditional wear or traditional clothes, like we see here in The Magician. The Magician also reminds me of like witchiness as well. I mentioned that. You seem like a catch to others, and they think that if anybody was to fumble the bag with you or miss out on an opportunity with you, they would regret it for the rest of their life, because you seem like the type of person like people would want to be with and never want to lose based off your beauty. But also maybe your inner beauty, because beauty isn't just subject to physical features. I see something about like sexiness that keeps coming up, and sort of like feisty beauty, feisty, spicy, sexy beauty, because I'm seeing like a woman that almost looks like a leopard, and she's walking around like a leopard in like a very slow, sensual way, but it's like a woman that looks like a leopard, if that makes sense. So maybe some of you have like a cat-like beauty, or you remind people of cats in some way, like maybe you have cat-like eyes, or maybe you do the cat eye a lot, or maybe some of you wear like animal print a lot, like leopard print, cheetah print, whatever. I'm seeing that. You also have a very honest looking face to you, a trustworthy looking face to you, where people think that they can easily trust you just based off the way you look. So they would classify you as like a kind, face type of beauty, a trustworthy face type of beauty, if that makes sense. People also classify you as romantic material or marriage material in some way. People think that a lot of people crush on you or want you, desire you from afar in a romantic sense and sexual sense. You have the type of beauty where you seem like a lucky person. I hope that makes sense. I don't know what about you would make them think that, but I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing something about people assuming you get a lot of jealous eyes or jealous attention from people of the same sex, and that maybe it's hard for you to make friends with people from the same sex because of that. The type of beauty that would make any woman or man jealous. I'm seeing something about the type of beauty where nobody would want to look elsewhere. And I don't agree with cheating, but this is what's being shown to me, so I'm just going to tell you what I see. This is not my opinion or thought, this is just what I'm channeling. So, some people look at you as the type of person nobody would cheat on because of how beautiful you are. But I disagree with the fact that somebody can be beautiful and still be cheated on. But I do agree with the fact that you are very beautiful in the sense that nobody would want to lose you. So that's what I want to say. You also have a natural type of beauty that people associate you with because you can wear like no makeup at all and still look very beautiful. You can put in very minimal effort and still look very beautiful. You can wake up out of bed in the morning and not do anything to the way you look and still look beautiful. That's how people imagine you. I'm seeing somebody sort of wear a trash bag and still look beautiful. So that's a feeling coming up. I'm not saying you would wear a trash bag, but I guess they're kind of exaggerating with what I'm channeling. Sorry, my pile number 2's my camera cut off after I was done recording the whole reading, pile 2 and 3, and it cut off recording in the middle of pile 2 or towards the end of pile 2. So I don't exactly remember what I said towards the end, but I think I mentioned everything I saw in the tarot cards. I'm just going to close my eyes and see if I can channel any last messages for you to end off the reading. So, Spirit, please show me, what type of beauty do people associate pile 2 with? If I repeat anything, sorry. I'm just going to try channel because I don't remember everything I said. So yeah, I did mention like a spiritual type of beauty. That's one thing I do remember, and I'm seeing somebody have like tarot cards in my mind. So, maybe some of you are spiritual, are readers in some way, and people kind of associate you with a mystic type of beauty, if that makes sense. That's something that definitely came up a lot within this pile, and I'm seeing the Justice scales, and I remember the Justice card did come out earlier. So yeah, you also seem like the type of beauty that, like I said before, is very honest and you have integrity and all those things I mentioned before. Along with the natural beauty I mentioned that I do remember, I think I'm also seeing like a comfortable type of beauty now, which I didn't channel before, I don't think. So there's something about you seeming comfortable in the clothes you're wearing. Like, you could wear a hoodie and jeans and still look very beautiful, yet you look comfortable at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm seeing fire, so people could see you as very like fiery, feisty, sexy, that type of beauty. I'm also seeing travel, which I did channel before, I think. I'm not sure. Like a travel type of beauty. I'm not sure if I channeled that in pile 1 or 2. So people would assume you would travel the world. I'm not sure if I mentioned in pile 2 having the type. Did I mention that in pile 2 or pile 1? I'm not sure. Having the type of look that looks smart and beautiful at the same time. But for this pile, I'm seeing like people could imagine you being like a doctor or something like that. Although you're comfortable, you don't come across as messy in the way that you look. You actually seem very clean. Like, even if you just wear something comfortable and it's not so fancy, you still look clean. Like maybe your face looks clean, your teeth looks clean. You get what I mean? That's kind of what I'm channeling. You also have the type of beauty people would associate with being considered beautiful in all different areas of the world, if that makes sense. Some of you could be very tall. I see a lot of you being very good at makeup. Although you have a natural beauty, you're good at, making your face look good with makeup if you do wear makeup. I'm seeing a family orientated type of beauty. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm seeing it. I don't know what about your look would give off family orientatedness, but that's what I see. And I feel like that's all I'm channeling for you guys. So I do hope this reading resonated with you. Sorry that it got cut off, because I did really like the way I did the reading the first time, but I can't remember what I said. So yeah, I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this flower agate crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what type of beauty do people associate you with. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I already did your reading, but I lost the footage to it, which is why I've already put your cards here. I put the same cards out that came out before when I shuffled that I can't show you, which I was really upset about. But anyways, I'm gonna try remember most of what I said and relay that to you, and if I channel new things, I'll mention those new things to you. So you have the Nine of Wands reversed, the World, the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress. So one thing I did pick up for you is you have a gentle type of beauty that people associate you with. You have the type of beauty that people associate with kindness, morality, the kind of beauty where people would see you as like a sweet, kind soul, a pure soul, if that makes sense. You have an angelic type of beauty that people associate you with, yet you are also coming across as irresistible at the same time. You seem like you have the type of beauty where it would be very easy to fall in love with you, a romantic type of beauty. I was seeing something about you blooming like a flower and you helping other people bloom as well. You seem like you've done a lot of work on yourself. You seem like you've grown a lot as a person in terms of like your inner world. But people can see that like reflected in your outer beauty. Maybe by the way you carry yourself, by the way you speak to people, you just seem like you've done a lot of inner work on yourself and you help other people grow too. You have the type of the beauty that people associate with confidence, but not egotism. So what I was seeing in your energy was you seem very confident, yet not egotistical. Like you seem like you carry yourself with quiet confidence in your beauty, and it's not like you have to shout it to the whole world. What I was also seeing for this pile is you have the type of beauty where you seem almost quiet or shy, like a shy, quiet kind of beauty. Like you seem like you're not the loudest in the room or the most gossipy in the room. Like you kind of just seem like you're keeping to yourself. You don't seem like you are in drama a lot. You seem like you kind of just mind your own business and keep to yourself. That's what I mean by that. Some of you have a fairy-like beauty, and I was also picking up on angelic beauty, like I said before. So now I'm hearing emotional baddie, like sensitive baddie, but what I'm getting from that, I did channel that before. I was speaking about how you, based off your look, seem like the type of person that is very comfortable with your own emotions. Like you don't see your emotions as a weakness, you see it as a strength. And you are very comfortable with sharing your vulnerabilities with others, sharing who you are on a deeper level. You seem like a deep type of person based off your beauty. So that's kind of how people classify you based off your beauty, like an emotional, sensitive, deep, poetic type of person, if that makes sense. I was also picking up on artistic kind of beauties with this pile, creative kind of beauties. So maybe some of you are actually creative because, as cliche as this sounds, I saw an image of somebody painting and they have paint on their face. But even if you're not creative or you don't partake in any artistic hobbies, or even if you're not an artist yourself, maybe you could express yourself creatively through your fashion, where people just see you as like very unique and creative in your beauty type. You have the type of beauty that people may get possessive over, or I didn't want to say this the first time I did the reading, but it came up because I don't know, it sounds a little bit alarming to me, but the way it was coming through was like, let's say you date a person, I see them getting like very jealous of the people that are attracted to you or people looking at you in public and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's literally true or if people just assume that based off the way you look, that you're always getting attention and eyes on you regardless of if you're single or taken, and that people may get jealous or possessive over you because they love you and they don't want anybody else to look at you. So they don't want anybody else to look at you. Okay, so what I'm also seeing here is like a very feminine, graceful type of beauty that people associate you with. People also associate you with having the type of beauty where there's something about like cultural beauty coming through. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in pile 2 or pile 3, sorry, but I'm seeing something about cultural beauty. Because I would think I was mentioning it in pile 3 the first time I recorded. Sorry that I'm a little bit confused because it's a little bit mixed up now. But what I was saying was I was seeing somebody have like a cultural type of beauty where, let's say they're from Asia, for example, people would be like, wow, this Asian woman's so beautiful. Like, she kind of represents the beauty of her whole country. Like, that's what I'm getting, if that makes sense. What else is here, Spirit? Show me what else they sort of associate pile number 3 with. I was also picking up on fame or popularity. People associating you with a beauty that would attract fame or popularity. Whether you see yourself like that or not, people could see you doing influencer type things or being a trendsetter in some way. Because I was seeing somebody show me a phone clairvoyantly, and it was showing like a model slash influencer. So people could see you as like also like very photogenic in some way. You have the type of soft beauty that almost reminds me of bubbles, or like I'm seeing the woman from Enchanted, I'm not sure what her name is, and I'm also seeing somebody that like loves pets. So you can be associated with a type of beauty of like gentleness, motherliness, nurturing energy, of like loving pets and loving everybody and being so kind. That's how people associate your beauty, if that makes sense. Because you seem like a kind person based on your beauty. You seem like the type of beauty, or people associate you with a type of beauty that comes across as like very relaxed and peaceful. Like maybe your face looks very relaxed all the time. Maybe your demeanor looks very relaxed all the time. You look like you're kind of just going with the flow and not rushing through life or rushing through tasks. You seem like the type of person that a lot of people would crush on or have romantic interest towards. And a lot of people would see you as somebody they would want to be with in the long term. I keep on seeing creativity. I'm seeing you could have the type of beauty that people would associate with motherhood. I keep seeing motherhood. I keep seeing like caring for people, caring for animals, caring for children. And now Spirit is showing me cooking. So you give off that vibe from the way you look that you'd be a great cook. You have the type of beauty where if somebody fell in love with you, they would want to give their heart to you forever. Like a romantic type of beauty, if that makes sense, like I said before. And I know a lot of these things I'm saying seem like seem like personality traits I'm channeling, but I don't think I am. Unless your personality is like this, but I feel like people are assuming these things and classifying you as like this type of beauty, where they would assume your personality trait is like that because of that type of beauty you have of like gentleness. Like you seem like a gentle, caring person based on the way you look. So I'm not going off topic for those that are wondering. I'm really like getting this. You have the type of beauty where people would assume that you go shopping a lot and you probably spend a lot of money on clothes and makeup and stuff like that. Because I'm seeing somebody with shopping bags clairvoyantly, and I'm seeing somebody open their wallet and all their money is finished. So that's the vibe you're giving off through the way you look. And I'm seeing like a massage chair. So you have that type of look to you where you seem like you go for massages a lot, like you go for self-care a lot, or do self-care at home, or go to the spa a lot. You have that type of beauty where people would naturally assume it radiates self-love, if that makes sense, your beauty. So I think that is all I'm getting for you in terms of the cards and what I'm channeling. So yeah, I think I might be leaving out on some things I maybe channeled before, but I honestly don't remember saying anything else. Let me try think if there's anything else I remember. Oh, okay, now I remember something. I mentioned something about having a pure, innocent type of face and having the type of look that is almost youthful. So you could look way younger than your age, whether you realize it or not. So people would classify you as like a youthful type of beauty. And I also heard in the beginning of your reading, the first time I recorded, age like fine wine. So people could think you age like fine wine, based off your beauty type they're sort of associating you with. So that is all I remember. So yeah, hopefully this reading wasn't too short, but I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.